Hey everybody, it's Mike, aka That Reseller Guy, coming to you another video on a Monday morning. What are we going to talk about today? Today we're going to talk about some sales on eBay. We're going to talk about that a little bit. We're not talking about the football season because my Buffalo Bills lost yesterday. So now we're on to baseball season. Football season's over. Disappointed in the Bills, but good season. Enjoyed watching them this year. And yeah, unfortunately they lost and not going to the Super Bowl this year. That's all I'm going to say about it. So yeah, baseball season. Let's go Diamondbacks. We had some sales this weekend. It wasn't a fantastic weekend of sales. Really slow going. Luckily, it picked up a little bit on Sunday, but we sold a little variety of stuff over here. So I haven't done this in a while where I show how I pack my eBay orders. I know sometimes people go, yeah, you put the stuff in a box. I do, but some people like to see how other people pack their stuff and ship it out and what they do. So that's what we're going to do today. So I'll show each item one by one as I do it. I got everything over here so you can see some of them, but I'm going to move this out of the way, open it up, turn the camera a little bit so you can kind of see what I'm doing, how I box it, where it's going, how much it costs, what shipping platform I'm using, and all that stuff. So thanks for coming to checking this out. Thanks for coming, checking out this video, supporting this channel. There will be some content over on that card guide. If you want to see the card stuff that sold, that's all right here. I don't usually show that on this channel. So we got a stack of cards here. I'll show you what sold. That card guide, there will be a link down below. If you want to check out my eBay store, link down below. All the links are down below. So yeah, let's go ahead and get into it. All right, we're going to start off with a couple easy ones here. Yeah, you can see behind the curtain today. That's where I just keep all my supplies and stuff. So I just have that walled off. And that's also where I take most of my photographs for my eBay listing. So I use this as my backdrop. There's nothing exciting here. I keep bubble mailers and envelopes and, stuff, tape, stapler, and my scale. So all the stuff that I got to use for shipping. So always move that back out of the way when it's time to ship stuff. So the first couple items are going to be pretty easy, pretty straightforward, but I can get them out of the way quickly. I did sell a couple Super Bowl tickets, not for this coming up Super Bowl. This is from Super Bowl 30 in Arizona, probably about 3 months ago. I bought this framed piece out of Goodwill that had four Super Bowl tickets in there, 2 different pairs. So obviously somebody had gone to the Super Bowl and that framed their tickets, and then at some point they gave them to Goodwill, so I bought them. It wasn't super cheap though. I think they had it priced at like $20 or something. So it was fairly expensive. Always use my 20% off coupon. I always say on this channel, if I bought something, expect that I pay 20% less than whatever the sticker price was. But I knew these tickets had some value. But they all had like some tape residue on the back from where they were like stuck onto that matting that they'd framed, disclosed all that. So these 2 tickets, I think I had in my store for $50 and somebody bought them for $40. So 2 Super Bowl tickets, Super Bowl 30, which was Cowboys versus Steelers. Cowboys versus Steelers in that one. So let me show you what I'm going to do. I got one of these little, I think it's 6 by 8. Is that what this is? 6 by 8? Yeah, 6 by 8. I was right. And then I just happen to have some of these top loaders. That always helps to have supplies for the kind of stuff that you sell. I sell a lot of sports related stuff, so I have some ticket top loaders, and these just fit in there. Now, of course, I got my invoice. Always include an invoice with your order. I know a lot of people don't, but my suggestion is to always put an invoice in there, and that just closes. Now, I don't always trust the sticky part on some of these envelopes, because sometimes when I buy these by the case, they can be sitting around for a year or more before they get used, sometimes 2 years, 3 years, just depending on what type of mailer it is. And that stuff can dry out, so I just throw a little piece of tape over the top. I already know this is only going to weigh a couple ounces, so we're going to go over to eBay here, get some light on my face as I do this. Now, I had a total of 48 orders, so I got to scroll through here to find this, so I can do my Control F and find where that ticket is. Yeah, so this sold for $40, and let me see where it's going. Not going to make a whole lot of difference where this is going, just being that it's only 3 ounces and it's a 6 by 9 envelope. It is going to Illinois, in case anybody cares. Addison, Illinois, $4.25 is what it's going to cost. Now, I do have a spreadsheet that I keep all of my stuff, just a little Excel spreadsheet you can see right there. I know everybody keeps their records differently, but I've always used Excel, just a quick little spreadsheet, keep track of all my sales, all my expenses, and all that stuff. So, especially tax time's coming up already. It's already going to be tax time soon. I don't want to pay any more taxes. I already sent them a bunch of money. All right, so yeah, $4.25 for this one. Let's go ahead and print out the label. As if you remember, I got my little Rolo label right here, a little wireless one. You can see it'll spit out here. It takes it a few seconds, and got my label. All right, so that's one down. I think I only have, there's only like 8 of them, I think, maybe. Somewhere in that range that I'm sure. It might not even be 8. But that was the quick, fast one. Second one's going to be pretty quick, too. I sold another one of these 1971 Dell magazines. I actually haven't sold one of these in quite a while because I'm down to the last team. I think I had 4 or 5 teams originally. I'm down to just Padres. And again, this is from 1971, and these had little sticker player card type things inside. But the Padres didn't have anybody good back in 1971, so it's not highly desirable. For this, I'm going to protect it. It was only sold for $6, $5.99 plus shipping. Most of the other ones were $10 to $15 for some of the better teams, maybe. But I'm still going to protect it safely. I have these magazine pages and magazine backing boards, so I will go ahead and use one of those. And I bought, let's see, does this, I think this one just fits in here. Yeah, so I bought some of these eBay mailers using my credits, and these magazines just fit in there. Now, could you put it in there without the bag and stuff? Yeah, but I think it makes it a little nicer. Put it in there, protect it, give it some weatherproofing maybe in case it goes through some snow or rain along its journey. Now let's see where that one's going. I'm going to guess it's going to weigh like 6 ounces. Let me take a look. Yeah, I got 6. Boom. But same with that last one. Maybe it's do y'all trust the gummed ceiling part of these mailers? I never do. So I always have to put a little extra piece of tape on there. It's just me. It's just me. I got to do it. So we got to look at Padres. Yeah, I have 8 of those left at $6 each. If anybody wants them, I've had these things for years. Probably been selling for like 5 years or more. So 6 ounces, it's a 12, 10, 1, $4.41. It's actually going to another card shop here in Arizona, up in Glendale. So thanks to my Glendale neighbors. They're not my relatives. $4.41. So yeah, they'll probably, if I drop this in the mail today, they may get it tomorrow. Actually, that would be pretty incredible. Worst cases, they'll get it Wednesday. So thanks out to the guys out in the card shop. I don't think I know who you are, but thanks. All right, get the label on that. Now, I used to have some like do not bend stickers and stuff like that I would use, but I don't think it really matters. I don't think it really matters, especially on a $6 magazine. If they bend it, I'll send them another one. All right, next, let's go to a hat. Got my little box. Now, a lot of people have a lot of debate on what type of box you should use for hats. 8x6x6 works for 99% of your snapback hat type things. And this one, actually, it's a nice looking hat, but man, these things just don't sell for anything. So, Denver Broncos Super Bowl champions hat. It was played in San Diego. Now, I don't love that logo on the side, but whatever. This is actually a used hat, so that's why it didn't sell for as much. It's a Logo Athletic. I think I had it for $15, and the other day I sent out like 200 10% offers. So it's like $13.50 is what they spent for it. So let me double check my invoice right here. Yep, it's right here. Let's go to Miami, Florida. Miami, Florida. There's a Broncos fan that wants a hat there. So I would just write, some people write a little note on there. I just write, thanks. Simple enough. I've been wanting for the longest time to get maybe like a thank you card that has like some links and QR code to my store and all that good stuff. I just haven't done it. It's kind of a laziness factor maybe. I don't put the hat just in here. I like to put the hat inside something just to kind of protect it from getting dirty or getting wet or snow on it. So let me grab a bag from up here. So yeah, just have a poly bag here. This one's actually a little bigger than what I need, but I'm out of the smaller size right now. So I need to order some of those. Just something in there to give it the hat. Like I said, some protection from getting dirty and whatever. But yeah, the 8x6x6 box works great. All right, I always say I'm an over taper, but I actually use less than I used to. So I go twice around here, and then I go one around that way. Some people can just put one piece of tape all around there and be happy. My OCD does not let me do that because I feel like that thing's just going to pop open during shipping. Either way, the box weighs 8 ounces. 8 ounces for a hat. So let's search for a hat on here and find where it is. There it is. Yeah, $13.49, 8 ounces, going to Illinois? Florida? No, Florida. Florida. Screen is loading slow. 866 box, $4.84. $4.84 for that hat. Where is it on my spreadsheet? $4.84. 3 down, a few to go. So yeah, like I said, this one's going to Florida, but it looks like it may be going to like a shipping hub in Florida, so it could be going anywhere. It could be going to Puerto Rico or Cuba, or I don't know. It's going somewhere else. It looks like it has a little some sort of PO box. All right, the next order is actually 2 items. One person bought 2 different items from my store. I get to that 10% discount offer I sent, and these are kind of cool. These are Lego figures. Here, this will be the thumbnail. I don't know. We'll do this. So yeah, we got Thanos with the Infinity Gauntlet on, and then we got the Incredible Hulk, or just Hulk. These are Lego. They're not minifigures. They call them big figs because they're bigger than a little minifigure. Here's what a minifigure size is, and then here's the big fig. So big difference between the two of those. And I had them at $20 a piece. Yeah, $20 a piece for these, and sold at 10% off, so $18 a piece. I bought a big old bag at a Goodwill that had most of one of the Avengers sets in there. So I got a ton of those minifigs. They're actually still here in this bag. I got most of the other Avengers still here in this bag that I got a list, but it was really easy to get that one out because I knew he was going to be about $20. So we got to ship the 2 of them together, and we got a little 844 box. I think that one's going to work pretty good. I could probably get it in a smaller one, but this is about the smallest box that I like. Have a lot of boxes. Now I have a little 444, which works for baseballs really good, but I think that would kind of pack them in there a little too tight. And for the fact that this is almost $40 worth of merchandise, I'm going to pack it decently. Now, I do got to get some bubble wrap. Bubble wrap's up there on the shelf. Not going to be too hard. We're going to put 1 piece in the bottom, 2 figures, kind of fold that over them. Now again, I got my invoices. There's 2 of those. We're going to go ahead and throw them both in there. Now we just need some paper to put over the top. I think 1 piece will be sufficient. And we're ready to go. All right. Now this one's a little different because they actually bought both items separately, so I have to, well, first I got to find where they are on the screen. We got to click both of them, and then we got to scroll back up to the top of the screen and choose shipping, get shipping label, and then we're going to have to combine those 2. They put a little button on there that says combine. So we select all, hit combine, and it puts those 2 items into one package that weighs 7 ounces, and it's a 864 box. But what's weird about this screen, and I know you can't really see it, but what's weird about that screen is when I try to print my label from there, it doesn't print properly. It won't format to the Rollo. Maybe somebody else has this problem. Maybe there's a workaround to it. But for whatever reason, I cannot get it to work right. So I have to just go in and purchase my label. I hit confirm and pay. But then I have to go back to my main screen and go back to that shipping labels and do a reprint label, and then it works. It's kind of weird. I don't know why I have to do it this way, but it's the way that I found that it works. If there's a different way and somebody knows what I'm doing or I'm doing it wrong, if you even understand what the heck I'm talking about when it comes to doing that combined item, yeah, I don't know why. So yeah, we just have to go here and hit reprint, and it works fine. Makes no sense to me. This one's going to California, Canyon Country, California. I have no idea where Canyon Country is. Maybe somebody could fill me in. I don't know if that's in the southern part that's getting getting devastated by those fires, or hopefully it's far away from there. But Canyon Country, California is getting a couple Lego Big Figs. Now these labels don't fit on here perfectly, so I just kind of fold it over to the side. That one, good to go. All right, what is next? Next is some baseball cards. Baseball cards are here. 87 Fleer baseball card box. I'm down to my last two. I had about a dozen of these. Slowly been selling them off. I was kind of saving them. I don't know why. And then like a year ago, I decided I'd start selling them off. $85. $85 plus shipping. So they're spending about almost $100. Yeah, actually 102 it looks like with tax and everything. And this one, it's going to Pennsylvania. Very blurry without my glasses. Now I got a box that works pretty good for these. I could use one that's slightly smaller, but I buy these at Walmart. 11 by 7.5 by 5.5. And I think they're like, the price has been changing, but I think they're like 60 cents somewhere in there. They could be 80 cents by now. I don't remember what it was the last batch I bought, but yeah, just get those at Walmart. It seems like it's a pretty good deal. So yeah, where you need some bubble wrap. Oh, looks like that finished off that roll of bubble wrap. I got my invoice, of course. And all I'm going to do is I'm just going to wrap the box once. I'm just going to wrap it. Oh, lost the invoice. Lost the invoice. It's because I'm trying to do this and film at the same time. Put that in there. Now, we do have a fair amount of space that we have to fill in there. So I'm going to have to get some paper. Put some paper on. It's probably going to take a total of 4 or 5 sheets of paper. So look, you can see the first thing I did is I just took some paper and put it around the outside. So the box is actually not even touching the sides of this box. And like I said, it's going to take me a few sheets of paper inside. And I got one here I can reuse. There we go. Let's tape this puppy up. All right, that one's done. 3.5 pounds, I think, is what these weigh. 3.4, so it was right in that range. I've shipped a few of these recently, so this one is going to, what did I say? Pennsylvania. Did I already look already? 3 pounds 5, 11.86. I already have all that information in here. $12.78. So it's going from Arizona all the way back to Pennsylvania. So that's a pretty healthy trip. All right, so that one's ready to go. We're just about done. We got this one next. This one next. It's a box, but look, I already got the basketball in the box. Let's get this one out. Picked this up at the thrift store for $3. $3. It's a Utah Jazz basketball, and it's some special commemorative one for like their 50th season. I don't know if this was a giveaway because there's no logos on here. Usually, if it's like a stadium giveaway ball, it'll have like Pepsi on it or whoever's sponsoring it. There's no brand. There's no Wilson. I literally could find none of these out on eBay. Couldn't find any information out on the internet. Just doing a Google search, doing a Google image search, nothing. So I threw it out there for $30. And a few weeks later, I sold it 10% off again. I sold a lot of these things at 10% off. So $27, $3.27. It's going to fit in this box pretty easy. So let me show you. I don't have like a bag that this fits in because it's a little too big. So we're gonna take care of it. We're gonna find a way to pack this properly. All right, we got this packed in here pretty good. Bunch of paper around it on the bottom and on the top. The only reason that you really need something around it is just in case when they go to slice the box open, they don't slice the ball. That there's maybe a piece of cardboard or a couple pieces of paper in there that separate the ball from the box area. So let me go ahead and pack that one open. Get it going the right way. So it's a Utah Jazz basketball, so of course you know where it's going. That's right, Texas. I guess there's a Jazz fan in Texas. Now the nice thing with shipping to Texas from Arizona is it's very close, very cheap shipping, and this weighs 2 pounds, 6 ounces. So let's check it out. Let's find the ball on the screen. Like I said, it's going to Texas, Arizona to Texas, 2 pounds, 6 ounces in a 10-10-10 box. These I ordered off, I think off of Granger. I can't remember, that's where I got this batch. So it is only $8.58. everything so far I have shipped Ground Advantage. I guess I didn't specify what shipping method I use, but I bet 99% of my orders these days are going Ground Advantage. It's rare that I use UPS or FedEx or Priority Mail, any of those other services anymore. Pretty much everything is just going Ground Advantage. So it's going to Flower Mound, Texas. Flower Mound. No idea what area of Texas is. Flower Mound is in. I've only been to Texas once, and that wasn't too long ago. And I went to Dallas and had some good barbecue there. So thanks to the people of Dallas and their good barbecue. And check out the Buc-ee's as well. Of course, I had to go check out the Buc-ee's store. All right. 2 things left to go. 2 things. 1, 2. Let me do this one. All right. This I have in a video that will probably come out later this week, or I'll put it on my other channel. I don't know where I'm going to do this one yet, where I went thrifting, and this was one of the items that I found, this plane. This is Skipper. Says it's Skipper. He's the flight school instructor from the movie Planes, which I never saw. I saw, obviously all the Cars movies, but I never saw the Planes movie. I have no idea if it was any good. And I honestly thought this would be like a $5 or $6 item that I would sell at my collectibles booth. But when I looked it up on eBay, I saw that they're selling for $25 to $30. So I listed it for $25, and it literally sold within 6 hours, I think. It sold before the end of the day. So I probably could have got $30 for it, but I paid, I think it was $3 and got $25. And got $25 quickly. So I'm happy with that. I don't have a box that is just a little bit too big for a lot of the boxes I have, so I'm going to have to kind of put it in this oversized box a little bit, which isn't exactly what I want to do, but I don't have any other choice. It's the best box I have, so I'm going to have to put a bunch of paper in there. All right, took 5 sheets of paper, and I probably could stuff a couple more in there, but I think it's going to be okay. All right, let's check this one out, figure out where it's going. This is an eBay box, 1086 box, and I'm hoping it weighs under a pound. Yeah, 12 ounces, so that's perfect for a 1086 box. This one's going to Las Vegas, Nevada. I haven't been up to Vegas in a while. I need to go back. I like Vegas. So yeah, $5.14 going to Vegas. Again, from Arizona to Vegas, super cheap shipping. I like that. I think I charged $6 for shipping on this one, maybe $7. I'll double check here. Let me look. So yeah, I sold it for $6 shipping, $25, $6 shipping, and it cost me $5.14. That one's done. We got 1 to go. Anybody still with me? Raise your hand if you're still here watching. All right, last one. And actually, this last one's going to be the toughest one of the group, and that's kind of why I saved it for last. And it's going to California, so that's the nice thing. Again, nice cheap shipping. And where did I move it to? It is right here. It is a rocket kit. So we got an Estes Metallizer flying model rocket, over 22 inches tall when it's all put together. And here's what it's like in the package. Now I can fold this a little bit because the rocket tube's right here. I may be able to even scoot that down and fold it a little more. Yeah, the shorter I can make that, the better. So I have a couple of different ways. I'm going to get one of my boxes. Let me see if that'll work. I'm going to have to pause and come back. All right, here we go on this. Generally, I use these when I have to ship 2 baseball bats. It's a 36 4x4 box. Obviously, I'm not going to ship this one out at 36 inch long, so I'm going to have to cut this box down a little bit. Let me go ahead and tape it a little bit, and then we'll do some cutting. Now this needs to be about that long, so I know I'm going to go about right here. Give it a little bit extra. Got my little knife. Go here. I know there's probably a better way to do this, but always cut towards yourself here. All right, I think I got it. I think. All right, now I got a much shorter box. Let's see if I cut it right. Did I do it right? Okay. It is just going to fit in here. So got a little bit of extra room, cut it down, and I'm just going to have to cut a little piece of cardboard to make a flap note. A lot of times when I'm doing frankenboxing like this, I'll use my expensive tape. It's $5 a roll for this. This is like the filament tape. I buy this stuff at Walmart as well. It just holds things together a lot better than cheap tape. So I'll just use it in a couple spots to make sure that this box holds together, since, you know, I had to cut it up. It's not a real solid box in the first place. So just put a little couple pieces on each of the ends, and that will keep it together. Of course, I got my invoice. Like I said, this is going to California, Moreno Valley. Anybody over in Moreno Valley? I don't know where that is either. We have a little bit extra room in here, so I'm going to throw one piece of paper. One piece of paper on the end cap, and then we got to cut a little piece of cardboard for the end. Let me see if I got any scrap sitting around. I always got some cardboard scrap in here. So, do that, get a pen, we'll do a little trace, and then we'll do some cutting. Keep that piece of cardboard for future use. Let's see, did I cut it, size it properly? Nope, still a little bit off. Got to trim the edges just a little bit. I think that's going to be better. Okay, made me a nice little end cap, but of course I got to tape that on. So again, I'm going to use some of my better tape. I generally use this when I'm frankenboxing these things up. Just want to keep them nice and secure from falling apart. You don't have to use this fancy tape. It's just something I do. All right, put all the supplies away. Now, I probably will tape the box a little bit more, but since y'all are here, I'm going to just go ahead and get this weighed. It's probably going to be under 9 ounces. It was only 9 ounces for that, so that's another little bonus by doing it there. You can see, look, this thing turned out pretty good. Yeah, 9 ounces. Again, it was 36.44. Now it's like, yeah, of course I got to measure it. I'm going to say 18. Did I cut it in half? 17. 17.44. That item just sold overnight for $30. $30, picked it up. I think it was like $4 or $5. It was not very expensive. 9 ounces and 17.44 going to California. $5.21. $5.21 going over to Florida. That is fantastic to ship this box for less than $6 over to California. Moreno Valley. Don't know where it is. Print that out, and that will be my last label. So that's how I shipped everything. So thank y'all for watching. Go check out That Card Guy. Support that channel too. And I hope you all have a great week. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.